I work at a middle school where I see teachers day in and day out praise the leftist way of thinking and bash the conservative way of thinking. And I just want to know what you suggest I would do to not necessarily promote conservatism, but to just kind of keep a objective viewpoint with teaching the kids.
I mean, so I think that the question is sort of two-part, even though it really isn't. The first part is, how do you do this without getting fired? Right? I mean, that really is the question. One of the big problems at the public school level is that in California, you have to be a member of the teachers union to teach in a public school, and that's a disaster because the teachers unions are really discriminatory against people on the right, and they obviously take all your money and they spend it on leftist politicians like Jerry Brown, and it's a serious problem. That's a question you're going to have to decide for yourself. How far can you go without getting fired? As far as what you can say to the kids, I think that it's perfectly fine to say, here's an argument I heard one of your other teachers making today. It's a valid argument. Let me explain where I think it's mistaken. And if the other teacher has a problem with that, then let them talk with you about it in front of the class. Like this idea that you get a free field to say whatever you want in a classroom without ever being contradicted, I think is incredibly stupid. And I think it's damaging to the kids because especially, honestly, I think that one of the reasons that the left is actually vulnerable on campus, even though they seem invulnerable on campus, I think this is true in high schools and junior highs as well, they never hear a good position on the right. So when they finally hear a good position on the right, a lot of them are convinced because they've never actually had to deal with those ideas before. If they had to deal with these ideas and actually debate for themselves whether they're true or not, they get a better perspective on where maybe they actually stand. So I would just suggest really going directly at it and saying, you may have heard from your teacher this. Here's the counter perspective. You can believe that other teacher, but here's the counter perspective and the data to back it up.